Jeez, man, I can't work in these conditions. Like, seriously, when are we going to have the studio up? Because this is just crazy. You got popcorn going? Okay, get the popcorn going. Hey, so check it out, team. So I'm cruising down the road today, all right? And I'm running some errands, getting some stuff ready for this big move that the military, my job is making me move. But as I'm doing it, I'm listening to a podcast, okay? One that I really like to listen to, based out of Dallas, Texas. But the topic of discussion was, believe it or not, something that I have always spoke about and addressed here, just as a leader, leadership 101 kind of deal. When you identify a real issue, and they are barely identifying it now, but they just rebranded it, they reworded it, and it's phrased differently, and we're going to get into that. But I wanted to know basically what your guys' thoughts are, because it's just getting worse. It's just getting worse, and I'm telling you guys this because I'm seeing it. And leadership 101, if it continues, yes, it's just going to get worse. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but we got to be honest, even if that means brutally honest. Okay, so let's get into it, team. Okay, guys. Hey, if you're brand new to the channel, thank you. Seriously, thank you for being present today. Thank you for checking us out. And of course, if you don't mind, hey, hit that. The support goes a long way. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And that way you don't miss out on some of the chaos, the videos, the topics, the vlogs, the behind the scenes military cool stuff that we do, and just all around chaos. So definitely, guys, the support definitely goes a long way on my end. Really costs you all nothing, but I appreciate it. Team, there's some links in the description down below under the cool link section. It's links to my socials. Just started a TikTok, so Comfort and Chaos TikTok is now live. So if you're on that, definitely go and check that out. A lot of cool stuff that I'm putting out that's different. And then, of course, get yourself some cool merch from the Chaos Shop. Get yourself a piece of headgear, just like this one that I'm wearing right here. It's my favorite one, actually. I like the two-tone. It's like that gray and then the black with the white heading. It just matches with everything. I can wear it to work. I wear it on the golf course. I wear it while I'm going out. It's just an all-around good hat that you can just wear for all the time. And it's a good topic starter. It just looks cool. Like, what group is that? What team is that? Is that a unit? Like, it's just good conversation starter, guys. So go get yourself one. And let's get on with this. Okay, team, it's been a real crazy time. It's been a real crazy, past couple of weeks have been really crazy. And I know if it's that way for me, I know for sure it's like that for you guys. A lot of chaos to find some comfort in. So I was driving around today, and I know you guys have heard me mention it a lot of times. You've heard me mention it, basically the term selective standard. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard me say that a time or two. And if you were in my unit or you worked with me in the military, you know for sure how many times I've mentioned that. What happens when you have those? It never works out. Basically, it never works out unless that is your end state. Unless your end state is no ownership, no accountability, just utter chaos and just confusion. Then if that's your end state, then yeah, you're doing a good job. But that's not what it's about. And that's not leadership at all. Hell no. Not even close. Not even close, team. But so I'm driving around, and instead of selective standard, I'm listening to this podcast. I'm listening to this podcast. It's a pastor. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard that. I think it's like the Live Free podcast, I believe. Pastor out of Dallas. Good dude. Now, he is a pastor of a mega church. But so far his content's been he's pretty straightforward. I don't know all the details. That's not my place to judge, but I'm curious what he drives. So he had this episode, and they're talking about basically all the craziness going on at the Grammys. The Grammys just happened, and Billie Eilish went and gave her little thank you speech, and it was all like basically anti-America and you can't be free on stolen land or something like that. There was something that she said. I'm not even going to play the clip or anything, but and then Jelly Roll came out and gave his speech. Maybe comment down below. Let me know if you guys want. I'll pull him up. We'll do a reaction video on it. We'll do a short little reaction video on it. Comment down below. Just comment Billy or Jelly down below if you want me to, and I'll throw my 2 cents on that, and we'll have some fun with it. Anyways, he basically, I'm not even going to go into the whole ideal, but there was a common denominator of that whole episode. And it was selective, instead of selective standard, it was selective outrage. And those words stood to me because that is it. When you have a selective standard, and then a subsidiary under that would be, selective outrage. And that's literally what it is. And he was referring to Billie Eilish because she's just being selective on her outrage, not even knowing all the facts, not even having a firm ground to stand on, which is what you want to do. If you're going to be outrageous, if you're going to exploit outrage on something, which is not wrong. Hey, it's an emotion. Do it. Do it safe though. Be safe, be secure, take care of your loved ones, make sure there's a plan, and then just make your expression. But I would say, make sure you know everything. Make sure you're aware of everything, but make sure you have a ground to stand on. And it's not that hard these days. Why? Because everyone's outrage is selective. Everyone's standard is selective. What person A said 5 years ago, that same person is saying something totally different now. Which there you have a selective standard. You see it. Every little post. I think I saw there was a big outrageous post, which I was like, dude, I don't know why you'd post a meme, a AI generated image like that. And we all know what post I'm talking about. But I would also say, okay, the same people who are serving to select on this outrage, make sure you did it the same, because there was other ones out there too, dude. Make sure that same standard was across the board. That outrage was across the board. And that is the point you're going to stand on, because that's what I don't see. It's funny because I literally see it even with people that I engage with on the daily basis. And I'm one of those where it's like, hey, I will always hear you out, and I will always have this conversation, and I would love to hear you out. But it's almost like you can almost see, or you can hear, at least for me, I can analyze enough. Okay, you had me for the first minute, and then all of a sudden, where are you going here? Now I'm seeing a lot of emotion. I'm seeing a lot of emotional reaction. I don't see no logic. I don't see no firm grounding that you're on here. And now it's just hard for me to, okay, the earth is flat. Okay, you had me on that first minute, but then now you're going into some weird stuff that I don't know. You're getting very emotional, and that's not what you want to do. So I'm just going to give an example. So he used, of course, the example of Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish went out there and just said something about you're on stolen land. But as someone like me who was a history major in college, and I love history, what land in the world is not stolen? Or every land in the world, if you think about it, every land is either conquered, purchased, or settled. Literally everything. The Native Americans who were here, like even the Comanches and Apaches and the Sioux, like they were fighting each other and they're claiming new territory. I think she was using Mexico as one. And I'm like, dude, look at Mexico. Who sailed across the ocean and basically conquered Mexico? The Aztecs killed the Mayans and pushed them out. Like every land. So I would just say, okay, if you're going to stand on that, make sure you articulate and have that full understanding then. If you're going to be outraged on that, don't use those terms. Change up your terms, change up your narrative. Find one that works for you, because there's other ones you could have used, but that's what you call a selective. To me, that's an example of a selective outrage, a selective standard. Because if you're going to be outraged on that, then where's the outrage on this? Because I'm pretty sure this, everyone can jump behind. Where's the outrage on why is it only like, I'll even show some images here. I'm going to show some images here, but these are some AI generated images that stood out to me on what selective outrage under a selective standard looks like. When you can literally have a common denominator here. That outrage can be equal in which everybody can stand on. And if you can do that, you can do that. But here's my common denominator on this. And I'm sorry, team, this is a little different of an episode. I'm more just venting to you guys. I just got to get it out of my head. These thoughts, I got to get them out and share them with you guys and learn from you guys. Hey, give me some insight, please. The real thing is, the sad part is the division. The division is, to me, it looks like that is the end state. Because notice that nobody, here's something that I noticed, and I'm saying this from a leadership standpoint, but there's nobody coming to the table saying, let's find a solution. I think we can all get behind that, because whether you disagree with me on something or not, I want to engage you in the point where, hey, let's be part of a solution here. Let's be part of a solution, and let's not combat an issue with another issue, because you're never going to get nowhere. We have to be part of the solution, because right now, division looks like that is the end state. It's almost like, and I hate to be like a conspiracy theorist or anything, but now it's just like, you're just looking around you and it is like division after division in every issue. Here's the end state, division. Okay, what do we got to do to get to this end state? Here we go. We got to do this. Oh, exploit this. Have the media do this. Have them do that. Boom, get these protests going over here. Get these ones going over here. No, do that. Because in reality, unity is more powerful than anything. There isn't nothing you can't tackle or no issue you can't handle or resolve when you're united. That's just the fact. And we, I believe strongly, we as a society, all of us, we have the power, but we'll never know that when we're always constantly outraged with each other and divided. You'll never know it. You'll never know it. Nothing will ever get done with division. It's sad, team. It's really sad, because I'm hearing terms now like selective outrage, and it's to the point where it's, dude, who do you even trust anymore? And we can all seriously just do better. We can all be better. It's bad now when people won't even engage other people just because who they voted for. I see it all the time. Oh, you did this. Oh, you're in the military. You must be this. You know, I can't associate myself with you. And you're just like, wait, what? That's not what it's about, man. Uniforms come on and they go off. Humanity, though, that's what's going to be there. And a humanity that's divided, man, you're just going to get chaos. It'll always lead to chaos and never solution. And that's the sad part, because I really feel like, man, it's just getting crazier, guys. It's getting crazier. It's just frustrating. It's frustrating because when you know the potential as a first sergeant, I can engage soldiers or engage leaders, and it always breaks my heart whenever I know their potential. I know what they can do. I know what they can handle, but yet they're choosing not to. And that's what I feel like we're doing now. It's just, we know we can all do better. We've done it. We've shown it. When you look at where you started and you look at where you are now, and you're just like, wow, there's times even me, I look back and I'm like, man, I got through some dark times. I got through some times where I thought that was it. I didn't know there was a way out, but I got through it. I was resilient. I didn't quit. I may have failed a few times, but you know what? I can learn from that, but I can't learn from quitting. And I'm not going to just get bogged down with emotions. I'm not going to put this cloud of just negative thoughts and have them manipulate my actions. I'm not going to do that. And I made that choice. I'm going to figure out a way to unify myself and chase that goal. Be part of a solution. What's the solution? How do I get through this? And now I feel like if we can just get everyone to sit down on the table and be like, look, guys, enough's enough. Let's find a solution here. And we're not leaving until we do. That's the leadership I want. That's the leadership I want to see. I think we can all benefit from that for sure, without a doubt. But right now, guys, at least we got to focus on what we can't control. Okay? You can control your thoughts. You can control your actions. And if you're going to have that outrage, which, yes, you can feel for something, you have to. I do it. But I want to make sure that I'm grounded. Okay? Make sure that you're grounded. Make sure you are aware of it. And make sure you don't just put stuff out there. If you're going to put stuff out there, be prepared to be like, okay, what's the contingency? What am I going to engage with here? Give me a good footing to stand on, and then let's go. Because I'm not going to absorb someone else's anxiety for no reason. I'm not going to absorb their stress. I'm not going to make it my stress. I saw a quote the other day that I got through 100% of my dark times. And that quote stood out to me the most. It stood out to me because it's so true. A lot of you guys have all done it, and you've gone through some dark times. I know you have. And look at, you're stronger for it now. You're better for it now. And now you're ready to re-engage, but from a very smart, logical standpoint. And that's what it comes, that's just what's important. Because in the end, we're all human. That's the reality. We all have an expiration date. Time is not promised, and it is also one of the most precious commodities, no matter how rich you are or how poor you are. That's the common denominator for all of this. Man, but that's what I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys. So be cautious. I want to make sure you guys are aware that there's a lot of selective outrage going on out there. And I would encourage you, if you're going to engage with any of these individuals, or if you're one of them, just take a step back, take a deep breath, and make sure you're aware that, hey, am I standing for this? And then make sure that thing, if it's spread across the board, I got to stand for it across the board, regardless of who they voted for, what religion, what ethnicity, any of that. It's got to be the same across the board. Otherwise, if it's selective, it's got no grounding. So I'll encourage you guys, find your grounding. Be cautious of all that selective outrage. Don't let it get to you. Don't let those anxieties be your anxiety. Don't let that stress be your stress. Stay focused on your common goal. And if you don't have one, I'll encourage you to find one. Find a common goal. Give yourself one. If you don't have one, hey, shoot, hit me up in the DMs. We'll help find one together. All right, that's what I do. That's what leaders do, provide purpose, direction, and motivation. That's what a leader does. All right, guys, I appreciate you all for tuning in. And hey, feel free, hit me up, guys. All the links are down below. And I'll definitely see you guys on the next video. So take care. Oh, don't forget, take your vitamins, drink your water, do your push-ups. And yes, I'll see you on the next one, team.